blame government.
Okay.
Government is not to be blamed in its entirety. Yes, the government is supposed to provide good growth. Which government? There are federal roads and there are state government roads. But because we are not doing what we are supposed to do, so they get away with everything. Coupled with the fact that they have people who are not law abiding. These laws are there. Who's going to invoke it? The law is for the poor. You can imagine Oshomole, he was struggling because he missed his flight. He turned everything, he made everything chaotic. Nobody ever did anything.
He was the first person to fight in the flight, to fight there, like my daddy did it.
Yeah, that was what he did because he missed the flight. So everybody should bow, and they are supposed to they are supposed to hold the flight because he is a sitting senator. That should not be the good. That should not be. And look at this other man, because he is a celebrity. He was going to hold on to a plane that is about to move. What came out of it? Nothing. Because he knows people in high places. So he got away with it. And they even gave him a position. So you can imagine all that happening. It's very unfortunate that this young man kind of like had the accident that claimed the lives of two of his friends. He will never be the same.
I'm telling you. I am telling you.
So what are we talking about? The thing is, these governors, they are doing nothing. Imagine they collected 50 billion naira. But how much did he spend? The rest money he pocketed. And there he pointing out, accusing fingers to other people. What has he done?
Everyone.
He's done nothing for the states. Even salaries have been held. So what then? I believe in Nigeria. I know that with time, if people kind of like stand up to their responsibilities, to what they are being voted in for, we have the voice. If we raise our voice, then they will hear. If it's not working in the state, they have legislators. In this country, we have MP that kind of like have surgeries for you to come. If you have any problem that the local council have not been able to deal with,
you won't even talk to your MPs.
Yeah, that is it. You go to the surgeries, you go to tell them this is what is happening. I'm a taxpayer and I expect to have good community services. But in Nigeria, it's not like that. They pay the senators huge amount to kind of like do things to make the life of people bearable. But we don't utilize it. We don't. And then we go blame, oh, Tinubu's government is bad, he's not doing this, there are roads that are not. There are roads that are federal roads. Most of the roads that are federal roads have been fixed. Okay. So this man has said, if you have any problem, hold your
Thank you so much.
But what are the governors doing? They are pocketing money. For those who want to run a second term, they kind of like amass
the wealth
that does not belong to them. Look at what is happening to Malami. During the Buhari's time, you know what he stole. Look at Emefule. He kind of like embezzled money. And now he's kind of like claiming something I cannot even fathom. He's going to court. He has the biggest Bible with him.
Hey, he's now a Christian, a born again Christian after stealing all your money.
At the end of the day, he will kind of like, if they put him in custody they put him in is kind of like a different one to an ordinary Nigerian. They pay for it. They say they go to prison. No, they went to comfort. The only thing is that
all those ones.
So what are we talking about? We need to kind of like make the system work. All these countries in the western part of the world, they make their systems work. If there is anything, they take it to their councils. If it's not working, they take it to their councillors. If it's not working, they take it to their MPs, who is the last resort. Do the MP take it to the Prime Minister? No.
We'll sort it out for you.
They sort it out. So why do we have elected officials that are not doing anything?
Thank you, Demel. Thank you so much for the gift.
So we just need to kind of like stand on our toes and say, this is what is happening. We want it done. Even if there's a peaceful protest, they will listen.
Thank you so much, gifters.
So it's very sad. It's very, very sad. I hope Antony Joshua will kind of like get his body back.
Amen.
Otherwise, he has lost a career.
Oh God.
Because he came to Nigeria.
God.
Will he ever come to Nigeria again? Rio Ferdinand, he came to Nigeria. He had the worst experience that he can have. He cannot play football anymore. He's on a wheelchair.
Who is that?
Rio Ferdinand.
Good.
So may Nigeria not happen to us. But in any case, we have to be careful. It's quite possible the driver was speeding. It's quite possible. I'm not ruling that out. I've had an uncle that was traveling to Ibadan. He was kind of like speeding. The speed was excessive because he said he has a meeting in Ibadan and he wants to get there before the time. Why did he leave Lagos late? He had an accident. He drove into a trailer.
God.
He didn't survive it. Are we going to blame the government for that?
We all have something to do.
So it's not what we should say. Or is the government, if you are not. Most people don't even blame their governors. They don't blame their councillors. They don't blame their senators. They don't blame members of the House of Representatives. Who are they representing? You're not doing anything to help you people. And we ourselves, we are not cautious. We do things and get away with it. So what are we talking about? In the UK, they try as much as possible to prevent excessive speeding. So to preserve the life of citizens. If you're going on a highway, there are cones there so that you don't drive into it. If for any reason, peradventure you kind of like are involved in an accident, or if you are driving and there is an accident, you have to cone yourself in. That is the essence of the cones. You cone yourself so that any vehicle coming will see you. So if that is what happens, in Nigeria they don't even obey traffic lights. They don't obey. People speed. They're always in a hurry. And at the end of the day, if something happens, they will blame government.
Yeah, can I comment something please here?
Good evening, ma'am.
Thank you. Let us just conclude. Lolly, have you concluded? Yeah. Thank you so much. Then please, Mr. You are just coming. Let's Queen Mommy, you can speak now. Then Mr. Osaze will speak.
Okay.
Queen Ade, yeah.
Okay, and everybody has spoke very well, which is very, very good. Especially our auntie that just get down and she spoke my mind and is really, really very good. The point is that everybody has to be blamed. Don't let us put politics on it, because honestly, some people are just stylish. And for Nigeria, and we shouldn't be saying the government is not working, it's not working. To me, let us be like America. Nigeria will work, and let us blame who we're supposed to blame, not all the governments. And Nigeria is not good. I've been hearing that since I was little. I will be 60 years old in 3 months' time. I've been hearing that Nigeria is not good. The government is not good. So which government is it good? That's why you will know is that this problem is us, not the people that are there. We should help. I don't say government the government doesn't have their own photo. The most important thing is even see hospital Africa here in this country. We just hear a news that a man go and sleep with was testing 12 years old. 12 years old. So let's say the truth. We all have this problem. We should change our mentality. We should work together with the government. If I was seeing somebody who was talking about if they do this, they will go and steal it. Even if they put street light, you will see them.
Mommy, on this particular one, I still stand to be corrected. Okay. We saw that there were no ambulances around, no paramedics around.
I want to speak about that.
Yes.
And what always happens, a lot of people that are supposed to be on duty, and see all those people.
No, but this is the mommy. We are still saying the same thing. It's still the job of the government to ensure that these people are there.
Mommy, you can excuse him.
You
can excuse, mommy. Yeah, it shouldn't be like that. Don't say that is the excuse, though. I say it shouldn't be like that. Okay. Yeah, it shouldn't be like that. It's not an excuse. Honestly, I know what I mean. It shouldn't be.
Okay.
But that's what we did. We always does. And see those people as well taking photographs.
You can imagine.
We have stolen a lot of things from that guy, from Joshua and their friends. Instead of them to rescue the man, they will be stealing things. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Is that government as well?
Oh God.
Is that government?
Mommy doesn't want us to. You know, we have to call our government to account for everything that they are supposed to do, ma.
Yes, I know.
It is sad that in Nigeria of today, things like that will happen and no single ambulance was seen. Mommy.
That's not good enough.
All those things are the things that we are calling our government to do. We are not here to just put blame. We are calling the attention to things that are supposed to be in place. There should be CCTV cameras that will capture if there is any accident on the way, so that they will immediately call on these people, on the paramedics, whichever way. Okay, if there had been a camera somewhere that has been monitoring everything, say road safety, if they have it in their office, they will have seen that there is.
Is this CCTV camera they will produce? They cannot give us good road network. Is this CCTV camera they will produce?
Mr. Adeola, please, can you please let me finish?
Can I say something?
Can I just finish, please? Can I just finish, please, Lolly? Can I just finish? You know, if they had seen that, you know, that there is a trailer there that is parked there, they would have called immediately, even before that accident happened. So please, that is what I'm not even saying, hey, it's not government's fault. Let us call them to action. Things that we know that is happening here, we are abroad, we see what is going on here. What are they doing for their citizens? We know we have our own faults. We have seen the fault of somebody, the driver not complying to Kilemanpe. You know, we know. So mommy, just conclude so that somebody else can talk, man.
Yeah, I've already finished.
Okay, man.
And that's brother, I know you always are saying nonsense. Just say it us.
Is he saying that? Mr. Adiola, don't say anybody is saying nonsense, please.
Yeah.
Everybody has their opinion.
Like the government that I never you don't need to insult anybody. Don't get you are doing more than the government by saying somebody is saying nonsense. You shouldn't be saying that.
Sorry, mommy. He said he didn't say that.
I reply you.
Sorry, mommy. Emma Bilima. Mr. Adiola, you must here, please, ma. Thank you so much, ma. Mr. Osaze. Mr. Osaze. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, hello, please, can I quickly say something?
Somebody already is talking. After that person, ma, please.
You be talking sense, lady. You be talking sense. Come on. Let's not people speak, you know. So yeah, I appreciate that you allowed me to speak here this evening. And as a matter of fact, I hear a lot of people saying that the road was good, and we understand some roads are good, but if the problem we have in Nigeria is that if the road is good, then you don't have any road signs on those roads. And if the roads are bad, it's bad that people go and kill themselves. So we're not talking about whether the road was good or not. The road was good, but you see, nobody. If you live in Europe here, you see that you don't take any risk. Try to go beyond the speed limit because there are signs on the road. You know, you have speed limit that keep reminding you after some meter, they will write it again and say, you should remember it's 50 kilometers, you should remember it's 100 kilometers, whatever the case may be. That guide us, okay? And those things come from the government. So when we say don't blame the government, I don't know why someone has to talk like that. We are not attacking Tinubu. When we say Nigerian government, we're talking about consecutive past government till today. They have failed the Nigerians.
Let's go on, sir.
Governments are elected to run a nation, to run society. That is why we elect government. Otherwise, they're not there to just, allocate money for themselves. No, in every society, people are elected from among the people to represent. People have to have leaders. That is why you have great leaders that have built nations, because they were people that were very much in love with their people. They want their country to develop. As a matter of fact, once your country succeeds, once your country is seen as a developed country, that is your respect. Everywhere you go, people will respect you. When you see people from Dubai, for example, Dubai have oil, they don't have technology. They're just like us, but they have oil. Look at the society they have built. Are they lacking electricity? Are they lacking roads? Are they lacking water? Like Nigeria, we are still digging boreholes. No, they're not digging boreholes. They don't drink sort of water like that. Because these are all coming from government visions. From government. So when we are talking about government, we don't just say, Tinubu. Don't be angry that people are talking about Tinubu. He has to be blamed. The past governments have to be blamed. You see, that is why you see that laws are created by government, and they have to enforce those laws. I remember when we have Idiago. If I thought Idiago was still here today, for example, he was a dictator that led Nigeria to this point in time. Every Nigerian will be very disciplined. Because you have to force people to be disciplined. We have their situations like that. That is why you have dictators. Like if you go to what happens in Burkina Faso right now, you have to force you to obey the law. And everybody has to conform. Because we Nigerians, we are not disciplined. That is why you see that they cut down the cables. They take things that are being erected on the road. These are citizens stealing things that belong to them. But once you have laws in place where this citizen, when they will be arrested, they will be put away for 20 years. No one will do it. But because there are no laws created by the government, and even though there are laws there, nobody is following it. If people are caught, police release these people overnight. So this is the work of the government. It has nothing to do with, don't blame the Buhari or Tinubu, whatever. It has to do with the Nigerian government. So that's what I want to really say, because when you are going to 150, 120 kilometers per hour, you don't know that you're doing that, because there's no law that says you shouldn't do that. There are no speed limits on the road that will say, you are supposed to go about 70 or 80. You don't have that. So nothing guides you. That is the problem we have. I have been to Nigeria recently. I see new roads they got built or they got constructed. There are no road signs there. In the 21st century, we're talking about 2005, 2025. See, no. Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question, please? Yes, okay.
Okay, just said there's no sign to guide people because there's no sign. So can you, as a driver, not question yourself? Why do you have to go on 150 an hour? Even there's no sign, yes, you should just question yourself that okay, this I'm not supposed to go more than 150 an hour.
Why do you have no signs? Why do you have no signs in our law? Why they don't say, excuse me, why they don't say that citizens don't have to decide?
My brother, it's about life.
It's not. It's something else. You don't want to break the law.
So listen, my brother. If you do what you an hour, what you an hour, and you buy yourself, you can't do no more. You can't say because there's no sign on the road. That's why I do want to do an hour.
My brother, why do they have no signs in abroad? Why do they have no signs in abroad? Why they don't just leave everybody to decide themselves?
There's sign on that road. There's sign on that road. The road is good. So don't do this for me. I mean, the girl is himself. What's your speeding in the first place?
Oh my God. It's not like overspeed, but because when love says it, you don't do that. That's why you have rules. My goodness.
Why you feeling?
It's not normal. But there's no law that says you do it. You can't have rules.
What happened? What happened? Kenny, are you just coming? Okay, ma. Okay, sir. Hold on, sir. Have you concluded, Mr. Baseki? Or who was speaking? Sorry? Okay. Can you just conclude and somebody else can?
Yeah, like I was trying to say before he called me in, I was just saying that it's not only just one government we have to.
They said we should clap for Mr. Osa. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Next person.
Please, I want to say something now, please. I am speak.
Thank you. My sister, God bless you for what you're doing.
Thank you, sir.
I really appreciate you. God bless you.
Amen.
Yeah, I've been listening for a while, and I see some people blaming government. So if I don't say the truth, see, let's call it spade a spade. Right? I feel sorry for Antony. I feel sorry for those guys that lost their lives. You know what I mean? I'm quite today because I'm a hard fan of Antony Joshua. My wife was telling me that what you can say, I've been watching his video for the past few days now. I love what he does. But I'm trying to go. For people to lose their life, it's not easy. And I pray to God that God will let him come out of this.
Amen.
Easily, because it's not easy. People said that, listen, I'm not going to blame government in this. I will not. I blame the driver that took that car. Yeah? The information of the car was they were overspeeding, right? When you're overspeeding, you're even overtaking when you cannot even see your front. You know what I mean? Why can't someone in the car caution the driver that listen, please, don't speed. Then you overspeed, then you lost control, then you hit, a vehicle parked on the road. So why are we blaming government in this? Yeah, but like Lali said, the only way I would say is, and I'm not happy, is there should be an ambulance immediately. Ambulance should attend to those people immediately. That is where I found the government. The road is good. You know what I mean? And it's not in the night. It's early in the morning.
So sad, though. So sad.
It's not saying maybe you can say maybe they drop or anything like that. Yeah, but no, they just let people tell you that they're family. So only got to happen. But see, anybody that come here and say, okay, there's no camera, there's no road sign, that's not speeding. If you find yourself because you overspeed, don't blame anybody. You understand? Common sense should tell you that, listen, this is December. Myself, for God's sake. When I was going to go up in Nigeria, my mom always take us to December. All over the carry. In December, you're overspeeding. What kind of fire can you hear now? So I pray that God will control the family from the days that lost their life. But please, don't let us put politics in this. Don't.
Thank you so much.
For us to put politics in this, government should do their there should be an ambulance on that road, on the expressway, on the expressway. There should be a standby ambulance on the road.
God bless you. That's what we are saying. I don't think everybody is, entirely blaming the government on this particular one. But there are certain things that we have seen, that we have noticed, and we are calling their attention to it. That's why. Okay, sir.
Yeah, I know it's good, yeah, but people should not say, oh, because the government is not working. I thought it's the best it can do. It's the best ever. And that's the truth.
Thank you, sir.
And that's my opinion. So nobody should blame government in this time because my sister lived in London. I found an accident before. My car was right up.
Thank you, Lolly.
And I was not speeding. This thing that did happen. It's only those that God protect that and they'll survive. Antony is lucky today. God protects him. His angels is with him. Because if you see that car, I can't believe anybody can survive from that car. You should continue to pray. If you really love him, you should continue to pray for him not to say, the legend not happen to me. That's what they happen to them. They overspeed themselves.
Now, apart from overspeeding, Daddy, Nigeria never happened to.
Ibadan, Lagos to Ajoke. Within the western part, I drive around there, and I see terrible things that happen on the road. First and foremost, I don't think we have speed limit signs in Nigeria. We do not have it.
Thank you. That's what I was about to say.
It is shameful. It is highly shameful. I won't reduce or minimize what I have to say. I will say it as it is. It is highly shameful. Shameful. And some of us speaking here say they are not in Nigeria, they are abroad, and you are still talking and saying they are speeding. Do you have speed limit sign in Nigeria? What happens to ambulance on the highway? What happens? What happens to speed camera? You should say the truth and stop being sentimental. People died now. Me and we are not lost in now. Let's be truthful with ourselves. We're talking to some people are being political, and the government is doing this, the government is doing that, the government. You don't have a speed sign. No speed limit sign on the road. You have trucks parked on the roadside. Why are trucks parked on the roadside? Why? We are abroad, yeah, abroad. Do you see trucks parked on the roadside anyhow? Do you see? Do you see road trucks parked on the roadside? It's just so disheartening when some people just come up and they are trying to be political. You don't put politics in everything. We are humans first before politics come in. We are humans, human beings. We are humans. Be real to yourself. No good road network. No good road network. That Lagos Ibadan Expressway, we know how long it took before they started fixing the road. Do you know how many people that have died on that road? Should I start calling names of people that have died on that road? Same stationary truck that was parked was what killed the green. Same stationary truck that was parked was what killed Aladiaromire. So many people have died. So many people have lost their life because of this thing. You see stationary trucks parked on the road. Without any indicator, without any signs, without any light. And people are losing their life. We are just let's be sincere with ourselves. Is it my responsibility to put speed limits? What is the road safety doing? What's the Minister for Transportation doing? I understand you can't call the president, you can't call him for everything. You can't call him for everything. He has ministers, he has governors, what are they doing? People cannot continue to lose their lives like this. They are going to lose their life like this. Let's call it spade and be true to ourselves. Nobody should start saying Ajoke is doing this. Once the politician is not doing well, he's not doing well. They are not doing well. Please, I'll leave it at this, please. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sele.
Do you mind to put on this screen now? Do you mind, my sister? Do you mind to put on this screen now? If you don't mind, please.
Where are you? Who is speaking? Who is speaking?
This is Kenny. I just want to show something to people so they can
Kenny,
see.
okay, all right, Mr. Kenny. Hold on, sir. Yeah, let me expand you.
Now, that is Ibadan Expressway. Now people are complaining about this is where the accident happened. Right?
After how many years?
See, we are talking about today. We are talking about today, not about many years.
Okay, go on,
We're
sir.
talking about today. You say there's no road sign, there's no this thing. That is the road. That is the road. Is it not good enough?
You have speed limit on that road, sir.
So government will put the speed because there's no speed limit. You cannot control yourself.
Do you have speed limit? Stop talking like this now.
Excuse me, you that don't know speed limit. Didn't you accept the driving school? They cannot make it like 3 cars can pass 1 lane. Can 3 cars pass this lane?
It's trying. Mr. Adiola, listen. Mr. Adiola.
After how many years?
So after many years, so who to blame for that?
I just know about these people in the house. Let them do what is right.
Hello. Let them do what is right. I'm not saying they don't do what is right, but when something's not right, that's my point.
I know you're supporting the politician. I know you're supporting that. For you to even be for us.
The truth is,
Mr. Adiola, listen. I was trying to bring Auntie Ashabi back. Let me bring Auntie Ashabi back.
the truth is, if a truck here parks here is not the right place for a truck to park.
Good.
In abroad here,
Who is speaking now? Is that Mr. Chelsea? Okay.
This is Nigeria. We're in Nigeria.
Who is talking? Definitely in Nigeria. Mr. Ade, no.
Yes. No. Excuse me. That truck has been there for how long? How many cars? More than 1,000 cars.
there's no purpose.
So is it right for that to have been there?
1,000 cars. More than 1,000.
I dropped him. Listen, Ajoke, one by one. Mr. Chelsea, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I dropped Mr. Ade Mimokomo because he was saying that the car, thousands of cars have passed and nothing happened, and he's still blaming on the speed. We have said it. We know the speed was not right. And so, but what we are saying is that the duty of the government agencies that were placed there to ensure that no trucks are standing there, to ensure that they failed. That's what we're saying. Now go on, Mr. Chelsea.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. So, continuing on, so that place, if the truck here passes, it's not the right place for a truck to park. Even though what happened with emergency will break down, it has to be a proper sign. To my one bed, when truck break down, there's no any sign.
That's what I say.
There's no any sign, there's nothing. It could happen to anybody. Okay, to me, sign Antony Joshua, no shell sini.
Some more dada.
Government, no happen. Feel pain here. This thing only happened for a long time. Many people have been dying. Just one boy truck come break down. One pack Santoripe and he Ojen Tonoruko. Only for the one here. And the car will láti beggar Ibafu, Mowe, Deshaga. How many hospitals, government hospitals, who are on the highway here? Lagos Ibadan Expressway. There's no any ambulance go. Ọlọ́run kò ní ẹ̀mí
Joshua lórí.
Ẹ̀wọ́ mẹ́rin mi tó fi wà níbẹ̀. Kò sáńgíláàsì kankan tó ṣọ́.
Not at all.
Kò ní ambulance abroad within 5-10 minutes to the ambulance emergency. Over everywhere. Tó ti pin down síbẹ̀ already like Islamel kò expect pé kíkan ṣẹlẹ̀ ni. Wọ́n yẹ wo na àwọn guys yẹn àwọn boys náà jẹ́ pariwo pé kọ́ máa gbé lọ sí hospital kọ́ máa gbé lọ. Ká ní pé kọ́tà pọ̀ nǹkan ẹ̀mí ẹ̀gbọ́n ti fẹ́ ṣe kí ni for that moment gan. Only lose life ego. The government go care for anybody. That's that passion in the baffle. All my shaman below federal be a shagam hospital one. To passion in the movie, all my shaman below state long. Which is not right. So government learning about 40 years. Ministers so much there's no speed limit. This speed limit is one bed, this speed camera, one bed, everybody might caution around. People are just driving, they do whatever they want. But we blame, government, because they do the normal thing, to match the proper thing, to send to my very obstructive traffic.
Thank you, Mr. Chelsea. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Next person. Auntie Ashabi. Auntie Ashabi is next. Auntie Ashabi. No, Auntie Ashabi is next after you. And I shall be first. Yeah.
First and foremost, is just very unfortunate. I just came back from Nigeria today. I came back to US, right? We cannot compare Nigeria with any Western world, right? Because the worst leaders so far in the world, those are our leaders in Nigeria, right?
You're breaking up, Auntie. Auntie, go on, man.
That they should take care of their city, right?
Thank you, Mr. Chelsea. Thank you so much.
Many 90% people in Nigeria, they were paying tax. We were alive when Gowon was the head of state of Nigeria. Nigeria was in like the first split is to me.
Oh, your network is not good, Auntie. Your network is not good, Auntie. No, your network in me. Network in me. And the network in here on break.
My network is good, yeah. What about now?
It's okay, ma. Go on, ma.
What about now?
Oh, better and see, ma.
Okay.
Still breaking. Auntie, still breaking. It's breaking.
Can go out.
Auntie, eku obitewa. Auntie, eku obitewa. Take padà.
Okay.
Network ò dára. Next person. Next person.
Can I say something, please?
Yes, Mr. Nwachukwu. Mr. Nwachukwu is next.
All right, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
I greet you. Ken, how are you, Ken? Yeah, I saw what happened to Antony, which is not good. Somebody that just had a competition, last week, he decided to come back. He shows he loves his people. He's supposed to be in US enjoying his life with his friends. But he just had a competition with one guy last week and he won. No place like home. That's what it means. No matter what happened, your home is still your home. But the issue is that the condition of when we talk about it, some of you will be angry. That place is just check online, Google accident or people that lost their life into this means now since January to date. You will know what we are talking about. That like Madam that just left now, she said you can't compare that place with the Western world, even Asian countries. Why is our own like this? Since how many years? Somebody was talking about speed limit. You are going far. If you sit down and look at Nigeria as a country, and look at where you are, you'll be wondering the kind of people we have been having since 1940 to date. Is that place is like we are caused to live a primitive, archaic way of life. We're nothing. All ramification. You see police taxing you, bring money. What do you have? If you don't have, they will hit you, they will do this, they will tell you you won't do anything. But you can't get these things all over the world. So when you look at the situation of Nigeria from beginning to end, there is nothing we can do about it. You just have to take it as we see it. Talking about change. Change is not coming in the next 10 years. Because it is rooted in the heart of the politicians not to do the right thing for their people. These guys, they travel outside. They see how environment is well organized. There are countries in this world, they don't have what Nigeria has, but they are making progress to better the life of their people. So I don't know where to start from. Speed limit, you are going far. Control, you don't even have any police to mount on the road. The cameras are there to monitor your speed limit. That is how it is done.
All over the world.
If you overspeed, they will come after you. You don't need to mount somebody still on the road. That is a chaotic way of speed control. But does our politicians have this kind of mindset? The answer is no. What did they have? Come to PDP, come to APC, your sins are gone. That is the only achievement we have gotten from these guys. Looting our money. Money that is meant to provide
amenities, basic amenities.
And some of you are supporting them. What are you gaining? What are you gaining? You don't wish your people to enjoy the kind of life you enjoy where you are. Some of us, our people are not sleeping. They don't have electricity. But where you are now, you are enjoying constant good things in life. But when people talk, you say, don't destroy Nigeria. What are you getting? How many times have you seen this kind of accident happen in any other part of this world? Where people will park car without any sign, without police coming around to make sure that they tow that car to where it's supposed to be.
Sir, can I just cut you there?
Okay.
Here abroad, where we are in the UK, if you park for maybe like 10-15 minutes, you will see police coming to you, not to arrest you, just to ask you, is everything okay? You know? Go on, sir.
So, the issue is that some of you people, sometimes when we talk about Nigeria, you people will get angry. What we want is betterment of other people. I want my people to enjoy what I'm enjoying where I am. Not that place. Why are we like this? Nothing, it won't change.
No state police.
It will not going to change. It will still remain like this. That's all. That place, Madam was talking about when, who was that? She made mention of one man before. The population of Nigeria is getting...
Go on. I think she was talking about go on.
She said it was not like this. She forgot that every day, more children are coming in Nigeria. Population is getting too much. If a single person cannot control it, what is there? Why can't you say, okay, let us go regional, let us do this. Everybody, make sure that you develop and do everything. That is how the Western world function. Must we to stay in this way of life before we live? Yeah? From year to year, the same story. Year to year, nothing changes. So what I'm saying is very simple. Nothing will change.
Thank you, sir.
Is there. The money to
unless if our politicians are ready to change everything for better.
They won't do it. What they have done is come to PDP, come to APC. All of them go to Afghan. Don't worry, next 4-5 years, maybe APC have issue now. All of them will move to Labour or ADC. That is the only achievement we get from our politicians. Nothing. They don't care about our life.
Thank you, sir. Can we have somebody else? Have you concluded?
So, what I would say is this. Keep on supporting them. And as you are supporting them, Nigeria remain what it is. Because they will not change until we do the right thing. By rising up and say, enough is enough. We can't continue like this as a people. Thank you, man.
Thank you so much, sir. Mr. Gbenga, next to you.
Okay. Yes, good evening, everyone.
Before you even speak, look at this guy, one of the guys. They've been coming to Nigeria to do charity with him. Look at, can I just remove that so that you can see? They've been doing charity.
Hi guys, so here's
Sorry,
this small project.
let me just get this off so that you can just see some of the charity work he's been doing.
Incredible, but they built a couple of new buildings. This building behind me wasn't here before. couple of new classrooms for the kids to learn Arabic, English, maths, and all that kind of good stuff that they need to learn to survive in the society. The football pitch that's been done for them to play football, which they all love, and basketball courts. So I'm seeing that they're not only working on their mental state, they're working on their physical form as well. So well done to Sport Project, and congratulations. May Allah bless you guys, and I really, really encourage you guys to come out here and see it for yourself. You know, with the help of donations, this is all helping for a great, great cause, and not only for the kids, but for ourselves. It's a humbling feeling to be out here. I feel tremendously happy out here and at peace, knowing that the kids are safe, and seeing the improvement from around about 4 years ago.
See what they have been doing in our country.
Participate by any means possible, whether it's just giving a little bit of donations to help the project. Peace.
Can you imagine? These are guys that have been coming to our country to help us. Antony Joshua is coming back to pay the society back. You understand? To give his own little way. Look at. Go on, Mr. Gbenga.
Okay, good evening. It's just so sad to hear such thing at this very time of the year. Well, we cannot say those guys does not know how to drive. They have been driving in the UK. They have been going to that country and they have been driving. So
no, I think they had a driver. It was another driver. I don't think the driver is from the UK. I don't know where the driver is from, but you know, I don't know who the driver is.
Okay, is it Nigerian that drive them?
I guess so. I guess because these two guys were just the only ones that you know are from abroad with him.
Okay, so anyway, you know, in any incident, there is always two parts. Do you understand? Because when we have accidents, that is when the problem that we have been how can I say that we have been what can I say, the thing that will cause that thing is already there. But all of us were taking eyes from them. It is when the accident happened that we now able to see the pointer. Okay, this is what caused it. But the cause, the trigger has always been there. If you understand what I'm saying. So, assuming this thing is near miss, we won't be able to identify the truck that was parked. Maybe the design of the road. Maybe there's no speed limit, all those things. If you understand what I'm trying to say. So now, what happens is that I always ask myself, what can Nigeria not do better? What are the other countries doing that Nigeria cannot do better? Because we are all in this world, we're under the same sky. I've been to different countries, I've been to Gulf countries, I've been to Europe, I'm in Europe now. So you see people, they have the money, they bring engineers. They say, this is how I want this road to be. This is how design we want to do our community. This is what we want to put here. This, and they put the money, and engineers and everybody will come together and bring that design. Now, if you are in Abu Dhabi to Dubai is 5 lanes. There are some area from Abu Dhabi maybe to Sharjah, or you know, there are lanes. Do you understand? So okay, like now Ibadan. Lagos Ibadan Expressway, just look that road is 2 lanes left, 2 lanes right, which is interchange. It's supposed to be like 4 or maybe 5 lanes left, 5 lanes right. Okay, let's just say they designed like that. Then what are the signal on that road? Like even on the road, even in this UK or in Europe or in America, they will put speed limit on the road. They will use mark. If they cannot erect the speed limits, they will still put it on the road. Do you understand? Then what is truck? Until we treat that, what is truck doing on express lane? Because sometimes see, it all depends on the angle. Only God knows what the driver is trying to avoid, or maybe another car is trying to overtake. Maybe like push him to that place before he will notice and press brake. He has already rammed into the trailer. If there was no any trailer on that road, that accident has been avoided.
It might be maybe you want to dodge a bottle. Only God knows. Or it might even be maybe puncture or something. If you understand what I'm trying to say. Or let us say maybe hydraulic, maybe brake failure. Let us say nothing is there.
It was over speeding and lost control, my brother. It was over speeding.
Yeah, it can be over speeding. It can be over speeding. But if it is over speeding and lost control, you will have hit the culvert. You understand? Not the trailer that packed. Or you will have fly into the bush or something. If you know what I'm saying, is it either somebody, you know, sometimes if you have lived in Nigeria and you have driven very well, you might be doing this. Some people will play you. Maybe they want to overtake you or they want to do. Then before you know it, if you don't know how to drive, they can play you out of your way. It has happened to me very well in Nigeria. Do you understand? Or maybe you are doing a photo, or sometimes when you are driving, if you see a lorry in the front that is parked, you don't even know maybe the lorry is moving. If you are driving very well, if a lorry is in the front, you close to that lorry before you know that lorry is a stand-still lorry there. Sometimes you think that maybe the lorry is going. You understand? It all depends on your speed. So all these things are still government policy. Do you understand? Now, when I was looking at him, when they are taking from the car, a whole star, the world champion, they are using hands to carry him as if they are carrying tomato. And
did you see the bodies of those guys, his friends, on the floor?
Yeah.
Did you see the bodies?
Yes.
God.
I'm just looking at the level of shameness. You know that there was it's just like I don't know that the country is just like a dungeon, so tough. I say when I travel to countries, when I come anytime I come to Nigeria, I'm always afraid. Do you understand? To even cross the road, to walk under the barbed wire, to walk under the electric pole, I'm always afraid because everything is just wrong. And we have this morning. I'm telling you, if you go to some countries in Gulf countries, some countries in Asia, even India, that you are shouting, India is. You go to some places in India, is more developed than the whole Nigeria. Now, what am I saying? Okay, we know that anybody see driving, any mistake, any accident can happen anywhere. So, but such accident is something that deal with the policy, the government. Do you understand? How would they allow trailer on that is interstate road? It's just like from London to London to Manchester and a trailer back on the road. Or just like Miami to Florida and a trailer back on the express. If you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yes, sir.
And when the thing happened, no emergency agency that can know anything. And it just happened as if nothing happened. And this is the daily occurrence experience of average Nigerians. It's because this one happened to Joshua. That is why everybody, the whole world can see what is happening instantly. Do you know how many people that have died? Somebody just mentioned people that have died on through such accidents. That Green, Aromire, the CEO of Aromire, and some big names that died like that. And since then, nobody in the government will say, okay, any trailer we see on the road that park, they should how can I say, seize the license of the company. They should maybe seize the trailer or maybe go and crush it. At least by the time they crush one trailer, nobody will be parking there. If you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yes, sir.
So there is a lot that is wrong in that country. A lot. And our people also need sensitization. We need so much sensitization. We need so much training and awareness. Do you understand? Until people doesn't see. I always make one proverb say, if you burn a child in the toilet, you will see that toilet has 5 bedrooms. If you tell it that's the
only thing they know.
I can see the child will accept that is 5 bedroom. Until the child go to real 5 bedroom and still say, oh, so there's where they call parlor, there's where they call master bedroom, there's where they even toilets is even inside that 5 bedroom. If you understand, because in Nigeria, they have not traveled out. So they see that whatever is Nigeria is Nigeria. It's Nigeria. It cannot be. It's Nigeria. It's Nigerian thing.
Some people are just, I don't want to say some word. They are just so much local and they have Nigerialized their brain, Nigerialized it, when they make something that is good and turn it to bad and say that is how it's supposed to be. That's how some people's brains,
Thank you so
because
much.
they have not come out of their bottle. They have not come out of that calabash they are in that Nigeria. If they go outside and see how things are, by the time they come back to the airport, they will be crying that we have been living in hell, we have been living in dungeon. And all these our government, they go out, they see. Now the same China that is doing our road is the same China that is doing road in Dubai, that is doing road in Qatar. And they will never do rubbish design. They are doing it for us in Nigeria. They will never do it.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes. Yes.
What do you want to say to the road that Ashwaji is doing right now? Like Coastal Road, what do you want to say about the quality of the road that they are doing now?
Mr. Kenny.
The quality until they finish. Nobody can say quality or not quality. Only they finish and people do use it and assess it and evaluate it.
Wait, Mr. Kenny, you will speak after him now. You will speak.
You can't see.
When he will speak after you. Mr. Glenga, have you concluded, please, so that
So that one is apart until they do it. We are talking of Ibadan, Lagos. Do you know how many years it took three regime or 4 regime to do that road? And here we are. So let me just hang on for now.
Thank you so much, sir. Mr. Kenny, you can now. Please let Mr. Kenny speak.
Let Antony speak, man. Let Antony speak.
Okay, speak. Yeah.
Antony, yes, please.
Anthony.
Mr. Antony, please, you can speak.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
I greet you, Mr. Kenny. How you doing?
Fine.
A lot of things. I've listened to so many people. The lecture, please, can you make your mic, please?
The lecture.
I've listened to so many people's submission regarding this incident that happened today, right? And number one, first thing that we shouldn't do when it comes to this kind of things that happen, we shouldn't politicize the issues. We should be able to understand exactly what is going on. When you look at the investigation that's coming in right now, right, regarding the incident, right? Number one thing is overspeeding and overtaking. What is the first contact of that the vehicle of Antony Joshua, and the first contact is the car that Antony Joshua car actually overtake. And by overtaking that car, everything is there. By overtaking that car, they lost control. And the last contact is the truck that was parking beside the road, right? If you look at Lagos to Ibadan Expressway is one of the economic corridor of Nigeria, which allowed truck to drive on those roads. Yeah, you can say it's a two lane and 2 carriageway. Yes, you understand. That's what that lane is. Yes, we accept, but they still allow a truck to operate on that road. And if you have a truck operating on the road that is economic corridor of a country, of a state, the truck can park. The truck can park, but not on the road, but on the side of the road. So if we have to advise the government, this is where we need to come in and advise the government just to avoid not what happened to Antony Joshua, because what I can see in what happened to Antony Joshua, it's a lesson to every one of us. When it comes to reckless driving, we have to be very careful. We have to value our life when we're holding the steering. One mistake can lead to a disaster. So what we need to tell the government is, when it comes to emergency parking, right? The government needs to come in and implement a law, especially heavy truck. There have to be an emergency, and there have to be an emergency response immediately if you see that kind of truck. And what we actually be directing the vehicle that's coming from far away, that, okay, guys, there is a heavy truck parking here, and move. There should be a sign that will show that there's a heavy truck parking here and slow down and move away. Do not overtake any car because it can lead to a disaster. Yes, we have a long way to go in Nigeria when it comes to our road network. There's a lot of policy that needs to come in, that the government needs to bring in to make sure that this kind of accident does not occur in the future, that they're losing people's life. But I just don't want us to politicize everything. You understand what I mean? Yes, we have government needs to do their own as well. We, the people, as well. We need to value our life, and not just because the truck is parking there. This incident can lead to another disaster on that highway if there's a lot of vehicle moving on that same road, right? And they lose the control, they can hit any other person and they can lose their life as well. So this is a vehicle that's going over 100 kilometers per hour. 100 kilometers per hour, and if he hit another car, we don't know if there's a kid in any other cars and hit other cars, and that can actually lead to loss of life. So please don't politicize this. Don't let us be an argument between us. We should be learning. We won't be learning from a bad thing, but we should be learning from anything that happened. This kind of accident is not only peculiar to Nigeria. We've seen it in other places in the world. Even I live in Canada here. We've seen a car that hit a truck. I'm talking about a 40-foot container truck. Hit a truck. You understand? So we just have to teach ourselves how to not to overtaking people and overspeeding. It's very dangerous in anywhere in the world. The road condition, if the expressway road condition is okay, there's nothing wrong with it, but the government needs to do something about it when it comes to even putting a camera that can actually, a surveillance camera that can see what is going on there. If we have to have a patrol officer that needs to be patrolling in those kind of highway, because Nigeria doesn't listen. If they tell you, if you put a camera there, people will still overspeed. Even in diaspora here, people put 1 million camera. People that want to overspeed will overspeed. They will say, is it not just ticket? It's not just about the ticket. It's about your life and other people's life. That is what really matters. If you want to find yourself, the best thing for you to do is go to the shop, buy a rope and find yourself. Don't use it to find other people.
Other people on the road.
We have to be very careful. Don't let us politicize this thing. We learn from this, and we should be teaching our people too, and speak to the government too to do the right thing, the needful for the people as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Antony. Thank you.
Sorry, what you said, some of the things you said are absolutely wrong. A truck cannot park.
Okay, let's have welcome.
That is wrong.
It's not it wasn't parking. Listen, sir. You see,
I think the truck broke down there. The truck broke down there.
Hold on, sir. Hold on. I live in Canada here. Let me tell you something.
You can't be saying that.
Hold on, sir. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you different type of highway if you don't know. In Canada, we have 401, right? In 401, hold on. You said that cannot park in the mud. I'm telling you what can happen, okay? When you see a two-carriage way, right? If you see a two-lane, which is two-carriage way, you understand what I mean? On the other side, if a truck is allowed to operate on that what's it called, exit, right? There will be an emergency. Truck can break down anytime. You understand what I mean? And you will find a place to park. What I'm saying here is not an argument. What the government can do is to come in and say that, okay, if we have this heavy truck that passing from Lagos to Ibadan or any other highway, what they can do is to know how to direct other upcoming vehicle that, okay, slow down. There should be a sign that they will tell this truck driver to put on the road so that people will know that, okay, there's a truck parking here and move to other side. And they can have a digital thing on the highway that will be telling people that, okay, slow down, there's an accident somewhere, please slow down. So I'm not here to argue with you, Mr. Solomon. It happens everywhere.
Just to get it right.
I've been more than 2 decades. I've seen this. I've been to the US. I've seen this kind of things.
No, we're not talking about where you're building.
Mr. Solomon, you can see that when he was talking, he said we are not here to argue. Mr. Solomon, please, what we are bringing out is the fact that what are those responsibilities? Excuse me, Mr. Solomon. What are the responsibilities of the individual, the citizens, and what are the responsibilities of the government? That's what he has brought out. Don't let us start comparing and be saying it happens there abroad. We know it does happen. Sure you understand. Thank you. Thank you. Go on. Mr. Kelly, you're just coming now. You wait. Mr. K. Lawrence, you can talk.
Is that possible if I can just contribute to this?
Go on, sir. Mr. K. Lawrence, that's why I said you can speak now.
Okay, thank you very much. I just want to speak with my military experience, right? I'm based in Nigeria, but I travel quite a lot. I travel very well. I'm talking with my experience. If you look at Nigeria, Nigeria will never change. It will never change, right? The way people drive in this, our country, Nigeria, is absolutely different from the way people drive abroad, right? And one other thing is that if we look at this vehicle, this XUV vehicle, look at the stage of the vehicle, the damage to the impact of this vehicle. It could be probably that driver may have been over speeding between probably 140 kilometer to 130 kilometer per hour. So if we want to observe, let's observe the impact of that XUV. And secondly, why is the airbag didn't activate? That gets me a little bit worried. You know, sometimes like in the UK, people go for MOT, they go for inspection, they go for different things to test whether the vehicle is fit on the road. So do we know whether this vehicle has gone through the inspection, whether the brake is even working, whether the airbag is switched on, or whether the driver is under the influence of alcohol? So those are the questions sometimes we need to look. The person who picked Antony Joshua from the airport, maybe is he under drug inflection? What has it taken? So for that truck again to be on the road, we have a lot of trucks. We have a lot of trucks breaking down in Nigeria. A lot of truck on the highway. So let's consider the speed again that this young man is driving that caused that impact. So it's just something that we should consider about. We're not here to argue. You know, we're just here to educate ourselves, to look at those things that I've just mentioned. And the way people drive this country is very, very bad. Even though if there's a speed limit on that road to say, okay, 100 kilometers an hour, I bet you people will go over that speed limit. About 80-something% of people living in Nigeria drive recklessly. So who is to blame here? Do we want to blame the driver? We are not saying Antony Joshua shouldn't travel down to Nigeria. Of course, that is where the heritage comes from. He has every right to travel to wherever he wants to come. You know, but it's just a pity that it happens to somebody that everyone all over the world knows about. So if we want to blame the government, we can't blame the government because the government cannot control you how to drive on your steering. It is we ourselves, we need to look at our habits on how we handle cars, how we drive. We drive in this country like an animal compared to people who live whether in the UK or Germany or Canada, wherever you come from. People who live abroad have this kind of mentality in driving they have a conscience of driving. It's just different. So even as we speak, I'm not presently in Nigeria and I had to travel to Morocco to watch the match, but I had the information. I was a bit very, very down, you know. But those are just something I just want to say, though. If anybody have any suggestion, is more than welcome to correct me on what I said.
Okay. Sorry, I'm not just talking. Thank you for your for the words. I want to ask a question. Are we saying that those who died They actually plan to die.
No, they didn't plan to die.
All right,
It could be anybody. It could be anybody. This accident can happen to anybody. That is why I mentioned the person who was driving that vehicle. Do we know whether that person is under the influence of alcohol? It could be an overspeeding. And one, if you look at that XUV, just inspect that XUV very well. That impact of that accident is over 130 kilometers.
Can I ask a question? Do we know the number of people who have died on that same road? Are they also under the influence of drugs?
Lots of people. Yes, a lot of people, they are under influence of alcohol. But because
everybody that died on that road?
No, a lot of people. Because
can I say my personal experience? I'm sorry to cut you short. My mom also had an accident in the same Nigeria, the same road, in a coastal bus. Everybody in that bus died except her. She wanted to do. Wait. I'm telling you, this is wait now. No, it was all fine. The young shall grow. I'm talking out of personal experience. My mom had this accident 26 years ago. This has been happening many years ago. Her hand, the whole bone got broken. They had to take a bone from her rib to replace it. It's God that says she should not die. What I'm telling you is that it's not just about influence of drugs. We need to speak up and say the truth when we say the truth. Nigerian system is not organized. And if you begin to protest and cover them, then you're not encouraging our government to do the right thing.
Do you know now they said doctors are on strike at the moment as we speak?
Can I also say to you, in the UK, if doctors are on strike, you will still see one or two doctors that will still be on call to help people. It's really bad. When we see something wrong,